Well, guys, we have entered the weekend, and I'm excited about today. Today is Saturday, of course. If you're watching this on the replay, appreciate you for watching. Uh, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Uh, really excited, really excited. Weekend is always a bit of a refresher for me. Some time for me to get some things done, but before that, we're on live today. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. So glad to have you a part of the channel. We are just now newly hooked up to OBS software, so I've been doing some experimental things. You guys don't know I have like a whole system of like I got a few people that are helping me in the background. And I want to shout them out, and I'll probably shout them out later. But we've got a great community here, right? This is mainly tech stuff. Well, so we talk tech, we talk. We try to get a lot of information out in terms of the AI, artificial intelligence space, and so it's gonna be great. I see you guys that are coming in. So good to see Round Tech EDM. Hey, how are you doing? Let's see who else. The Quiz Plaza is here. So nice to see you guys. Arshnu is back. Yeah, we just say hello to everyone. It's good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you all so much for joining this Saturday it's not a podcast, right? It's a Saturday live. We're on YouTube, the greatest social media platform out there. YouTube is just amazing. I don't really use any other YouTubes. I don't really use any other social media platforms. I mean, I've flirted with a few. I'm kind of on the Instagram a little bit, on Facebook as well, but YouTube is just where it's at. That's where I've sort of like really planted my feet, planted my ground. So it's good to see you guys in the chat. Who else is up here? Adia's here. It's so good to see you. Adia, thank you so much for joining. Daniel is here in the chat. Welcome, Daniel. He's one of my guys who sort of helps put this all together. So you guys say hello to each other in the chat. It's so good to see you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to keep up with the chat and make sure that I'm sort of got everybody engaged and everybody's on the same page. And we are like, we're going to get started right soon and in a hurry. So it's great. Yeah, Daniel says much quicker response. Yeah, I mean, it's helpful, right? It's helpful when you have the chat in front of you. You can kind of sort of like really address the people. So I'm going to try to do that. And I'm going to try to respond. My response time's got to be a little bit better than it has been. But I really appreciate you guys for joining. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. So good to see you. Let's see. Adia says, where am I from? So I live here in the United States. I live in the eastern part of the United States. Greatest country in the world. No, I'm just joking. Really, it's not that big. Adia, where are you from? Let me know where you're from in the chat. It's so good to see everyone who is here. Yeah, Saturdays are the live time. Like we come in here, have a party, like we joke around. We have we get to serious business. Like we talk about a lot of information. And today I'm gonna really kind of gather my thoughts, and I'm gonna talk to you about a book here. This book is a book called The Inevitable by Kevin Kelly. I've really I just finished reading it, but it's a great resource for you guys who are like really technology like heads like I am. So Adia's from India. Welcome from India. So good to see you guys. Let me make sure that I am reaching everyone else. Yeah, the Quiz Plaza is here. Let's see who else is here in the chat. So it's so good to see everyone. This channel has been on about 4 or 5 years. We've been like going strong. We've decided to be more intentional with how we sort of approach you and how we come on live and how you see us and all of that good stuff. So bear with us. We've got a lot of things going on. It's really good to see you guys. Divi, hey Divi, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Divi's here. Daniel says glad to see I'm reading a book. It's a dying art. Yeah. I'm glad to see I'm reading a book. Arshnu says Edia said, she's asking Edia, where are you from? Sweet. P55M. That's hard to say, man. Raising up the flags. I can't remember where that flag is from, but anyway, yeah, you guys are amazing. We are, yes, Daniel, to your point, I am reading. I'm getting, so what I did even with as far as reading, like I would if I like one of my favorite YouTubers would recommend a book, what I would do is, I'd go buy the book. I get it off of eBay or Amazon just really quickly. And so over the past 2 years, I've sort of come up with a collection of books that I have. And so you guys got to understand, man, reading is really hard. And I don't mean that I can't read, right? It's just it's so hard to like not be distracted by so many other things that I have. Your phone was ringing, you got text. You just got to really get away and clear your mind, and or be in a quiet space to where you can actually really read. So it's but anyway, Adia says that's the Israel flag. I thought it was the Israel flag. I figured it was. I didn't want to offend anybody, but shout out to Israel. Looks like yeah, we've got. Hey guys, if you're coming in, and you're going to spam, don't even try, because we got moderators in the chat, so they will quickly take care of all spam and all bots, so you don't have to really worry about that. I think Arshnu was yesterday. Arshnu was in the chat with me yesterday. He was like, "What the heck is going on?" Yeah, we just have continual bots, and you can call them AI agents or people who just like to spam your stuff. No big deal there. Like it's it is what it is. I'm not even really tripping about that. But thank you guys again for joining the chat. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about. So I said we're gonna talk about the book. We're gonna talk about the book. And this book is The Inevitable: Understanding 12 Technological Forces That Shape Our Future. And we're gonna sort of parallel this. And I know it's probably got a super glare on it, so sorry if I've got the glare on the chat. The book is really it really kind of addresses, you know, even the book is like maybe 10 years old, but it addresses what basically is happening with AI right now. So I can't help but think back on some of on some of his other books that he's written. He's also written a book called What Technology Wants. I encourage you to get that. That book was published in 2010. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to continue our AI conversation. So, Arshnu says, yeah, what are we talking about? I just said that. Produced by Malika. Hey, what's up? Hey, Malika, how are you? Good to see you in the chat. And we're going to get started right now. If you guys have any thoughts, any questions, anything you'd like to add, please do. Please add. But now, so this book is called The Inevitable. And as I was reading it, I started taking notes on it. I started like really kind of like diving into what this book is sort of like saying. It's got so much information. It talks about basically the development of the internet and how from day to day we are constantly copying things. We're constantly remixing. You guys already know, on the internet, you get on the internet, you can download, you can search things, you can take things and remix them, make them your own. He talked about the development of Wikipedia and how special that was, and how people thought it was going to be crazy and all sorts of weird and false information, but it actually turned out to be a community that sort of polices uh, its own sources. So that's what the internet has become. Like, people thought it was going to be like a Wild Wild West, but we actually do police what we put up there. Um, Malia says, is there a PDF version? I do not know of that, but this book is relatively cheap. Like, you can get it on Amazon if you don't have Amazon, like eBay. I'm not sure, depending on where you are and you live in your country. But it's highly recommended. I don't think it's PDF. It's so thick, so PDF would probably be a lot of pages. So good question, good questions. Daniel says Tom Scott recorded a video in 2014 called "Welcome to 2030. Privacy is Dead." Talked of AI agents running everything from brain machine interfaces. Okay, cool. That's another good source Daniel has here. So yeah, you guys check that out as well. So with this book, like, we're gonna tie this into AI, and I'm gonna talk about how basically Kelly was saying technology is always pushing us from ownership to access. Can anybody type that in the chat? From ownership to access. And if you can think about that really quickly, if I can type and talk, from ownership to access is a very like powerful, a powerful, it's a powerful thing. It's a powerful statement. Let's see, Tanush. Hey, what's up, Tanush? My buddy is back in the chat. It's good to see you, Tanush. Thank you so much for joining the chat. I appreciate you. Let's see. WQ Edits says, "Hi, I'm new. Shout out." Yes, WQ Edits. Thank you for joining the chats. What's going on? I'm shouting you out today. Let me know where you're watching from. It's good to see you, guys. We're gonna get right into it. I'm just addressing the chat as everybody's coming in. But Kelly said, back to the book. Kelly said that we're technology is always pushing, number one, pushing us forward from ownership to access. Now, in terms of access, we all have so much access today, and the access is virtually free, right? Think about the day when you had had a CD player, and that you owned CDs or DVDs, right? Or how about the encyclopedia? I'm sort of dating myself, like encyclopedia, that was so like 1990. But that's the age I was. Like we owned at one point. We owned CDs. We owned DVDs. We even had floppy disks. We had actual physical copies of hardware, right? Now, with access, you just stream it, right? And AI is basically the same idea, but it's on steroids, right? Where we don't have to hold all the knowledge in our heads anymore. We just ask and it's right there, instantly accessible. I don't know how many times you guys use your AI open source, but Chat GPT is my sort of that's sort of my that's my go-to. That's who I use. I use it countless times. But some of y'all are probably literally using AI like a personal Google with a brain, right? It's basically Google with a brain, because Google, really, you can just search. Google, you only get responses. You don't get actual interaction to where this thing is actually you're really getting like actual factual information, but interpret it in the lenses that you have, the questions that you've given it, or the prompts you've given it. It's sort of like answering that. So Daniel says Britannica Encyclopedia is a data company now selling data sets for AI. And yeah, and we talked about the Daniel, like, so a lot of these companies, and it's probably one of the few that is selling, because all the other companies, all of the other AI companies, they're basically they're just taking information from wherever they can get it from. There are a lot of lawsuits out there, a ton of lawsuits out there, against these AI companies in the billions of dollars, right? Because these authors, for example, like Kevin Kelly, imagine a book like this being sifted through an AI agent or an AI platform, and it probably already has, right? Let's just be honest with you. Tanu says, "Is time traveling actually possible? What and what are my thoughts?" Time traveling is probably a little bit over my. I don't know what. Daniel, what say you, Daniel, to the to this thought? Is time traveling actually possible? I don't yeah, I'm not totally sure. That remains to be seen. I think we are miles away from that, but anyhow, back to the subject. Kelly says that technology, in the book, he says technology is always evolving from ownership to access, and that even deals with companies, right? We have companies out there who provide these services, and who provide well, not only services, they provide products. And actually, companies and corporations are moving away from products towards services, which allows the access. So you pay for a subscription, right? And then you get the access for the subscription for a certain amount of months or years, right? But we're all literally, like, we're all in a place where AI is being such a huge component. So this is this is great news, right? And here's another idea that I had. Let's see who else is in the. Daniel says, "Good question." Nikola Tesla claimed he time traveled, and he wasn't exactly known for lying. But Stephen Hawking hosted time travelers tea party, and no one came. So, yeah, we're quite a ways from time traveling. Great question, but I just don't know if we're there, right? which sort of ties us into what I'm saying today. Here's some ideas. So technology, right, has a kind of want. Technology has a want. Now, I know that sounds strange, but think about it. Every step of AI feels like it's pushing us closer into our lives, right? Every piece of technology we use and that we manufacture is moving the needle for us in terms of either it's giving us our time back, or it's allowing us a greater space, a greater opportunity to create, a greater space for creativity, right? It's all about us learning more. It's all about us adapting more, showing up more in apps. When we have all apps and more tools, just more tools, right? To the point now we literally have wearable devices that we wear. I don't have my iWatch or my Apple Watch on today. I don't wear it as much, but um, it's not a static thing, right? It's got momentum. It definitely has momentum, and technology, what it wants in a sense, right, is to keep expanding in everything that we actually do. So that's the end game of technology. It wants to expand. It wants to continue and tell you what and tell it's like technology saying, tell me what you need and I will adapt to it, right? As long as I have the capacity, as long as I have the data, as long as I have the those, like we talked about, those data centers that they're building up everywhere for AI, for these AI agents. Like, they're building up all these data centers to be able to hold all this data, but the technology needs to adapt to what we give it. It needs to adapt to what we sort of feed it, right? Let's see who else. Tanu says, by the way, do I read manga? I don't know. No, I don't. Explain to me what manga is. That a book? Is it a religion? What is that? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. But so, guys, it's a different ball game with technology. Like, and then there's this idea, right, that Kelly in the book talks about, where technology moves us from being consumers to creators, right? Instead of us consuming a lot of what we see before us, just like this live, it's just like we're consuming. Instead of us being consumers, now we're becoming creators of it. We're starting to remix things, and that's what's happening right now, literally with AI. The bar is being lowered about all of these. The bar is being lowered, I'll say, on all of these specialized occupations and specialized, these people who can do like specialized things. Technology is closing the gap for like the common person to be able to do some of the things that people who have accumulated knowledge and been to college and been to grad school and have specialty skills in. It's no longer, it's an even playing field. It's no longer like, there's no gap, there's no more gap, right? And so people who never thought they could edit like a pro level, for example, like a pro level video like this, like somebody would take this video and cut it up into a pro level, like edits, right? You don't as a common person, you don't have to watch anymore. You can just you participate. And honestly, that's the direction that everything is going, right? So let's see here. Comrade 8786, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. You're asking me, did I hear the announcement from Anthropic CEO Eric Schrein? No. Announce it to us. Let us know what's going on with the announcement with Anthropic. I'd love to hear that. Please share. Please share. Please share. So this is that idea, right? That people never thought, for example, the common person never thought that they could draw like artificial or digital art, right? People never thought they could, edit pro level videos. So this is now the consumer actually entering into the world of production and actually being able to produce. Can't tell you how many times I have people ask me, do I produce? I mean, they obviously ask me I produce because I have a studio in the background, and that is what I do. But I produce a lot of different things, right? It's not just music. When you Some of the things you think about it, it's like it's not just music, but I produce a lot of things. I produce videos, I edit videos, I produce text, right? I do a lot of remixing online, and it's just not just music, right? I'm always looking to create. That's the main thing that I can do. Kosh is in the chat. Hey, what's going on? Guys, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of responding to the people in the chat. Hey guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. Please subscribe to the channel if you get a chance. So here's the last piece of information I want to kind of tell, and I want to kind of like get into. The last piece is technology, guys, is always becoming, right? It never stops. It never hits a final version, right? And AI is exactly that. So AI is always becoming. The word becoming just means to continually turn itself over and continually to revive itself and reuse whatever it is. And it's always in the process of turning over. So it's always becoming. It never stops, right? Never has a final version. Don't ever look for a final version of anything, because if you get the final version of it, then it's going to be outdated in the next, 2 hours, right? Because it's always developing and redeveloping. AI is exactly that. Every time we think, okay, this is it. It can't get any bigger than this. A week later, there's another update. There's a new update, a new tool. There's a new model, right? And it's not finished. It's not supposed to be finished. That's not the point. The point of it is for us to get version after version after version. It's part of its power to develop and to redevelop. The fact that it's always evolving, because we as humans are always evolving. We've evolved over thousands upon thousands of years. So the technology would only mimic that, right? It's all about evolution. Let's see. Akash says, come to Bangladesh. Dhaka is very nice. Well, thanks so much for the invite. Zubin is in the chat. Hey, Zubin is asked, do I know him? No, but welcome. So nice to meet you. It's good to meet you here. Glad that you made the chat. You guys get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. And please like this video. We are talking about technology and how it's becoming, how we are, it's not just a system for us to learn and to create, but it's also about personalization. And how quickly can you personalize this technology called artificial intelligence to allow you to have your own space that generates I've got like a fly just came in here, that generates creativity for you, for your own personal use and your own personal gain. And it's also about becoming, right? It's clear to me, guys, that AI is something it's just not just a gadget or app. We've got to really take this serious. This is the next stage of how we interact with technology altogether. The question is, or the question isn't, is it coming? It's already here. The real question is, how do we walk with it? How do we walk side by side? And how are we able to use it for the better, for the good? So this is like an overall video, guys, about technology and understanding the forces that shape our future, because there are forces out there that shape our future. In one of my videos before, I was talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and there have been flirtations with crypto and Bitcoin, and how artificial intelligence is going to literally propel the system. If you guys don't know about crypto and Bitcoin, but it's a decentralized currency system that runs off a computer. And so if AI gets a hold of it, what's going to happen in terms of how we even look at currency, right? What does currency look like in the terms of being outside of our normal economy system? For America, it's the dollar, right? It's the dollar. That's what it is. But for Bitcoin, you have a lot of people who are moving over to decentralized coins, and they're putting their monies there, and it's sort of about diversification. But I always say this is something I always say, when it comes to AI and artificial intelligence, it's a disruptor. It has disrupted already our economy, our social status, our economic system, our educational system. It's disrupted all sorts of systems around it, and any sort of disruptor right there like that is definitely going to have a play in the future in terms of how we search and research and how we create and how we use it as as a source. Yeah. So Zubin says, please search me on Google. Okay. Yeah. Well, welcome in. What? Tell me what type of singing you do. Let's see. Comrade 86. I guess he didn't tell me about the announcement in Anthropic. Why don't I look it up? I probably can look it up. The announcement, Anthropic's announcement, because I don't know anything about that. But you guys know Anthropic is clearly it's another it's a language model basically. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah. So let's see. Looks like Anthropic launches a new AI model. Maybe I'm not sure if that is. It's introducing Claude Sonnet 4.5. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. It's let's see here. What do we got? Let's see if we got it. Claude. Okay. No, I just literally looked this up, guys. I don't know. So it's introducing Claude Sonnet 4.5. So Claude Sonnet is the best coding model in the world. It's the strongest model for building complex agents. It's the best model for using computers, and it's now substantial gains in reasoning and math. Guys, I'm not really big on code, but I will tell you this. These language and these models are really learning fast. And like it says here, they've already added like new context editing feature and memory tool. And by the way, I don't know. I don't know if Comrade was talking about this, but this is an update here. And they're calling it Frontier Intelligence Software Engineering. It says Claude Sonnet 4.5 represents a significant leap forward into computer use on OS. Well, the benchmark tests AI models on real-world computer tasks. So just 4 months ago, Sonnet 4 held the lead in 42.4%, and now it leads at 61.4%. So, guys, you got to understand all these benchmark tests. I mean, I'm telling you, like these benchmark tests are so vital when it comes to they're very vital when it comes to testing out these AI agents to see. We've got to see what the growth looks like. We've got to see like how far we've come, how far we've grown. So this is going to be some interesting stuff here. Some interesting stuff. I've been actually lightly tasked to. I've been tasked by Daniel's actually put me up to the task. What we're gonna do is later on we're gonna actually go live with an AI agent and show you guys how to train an AI model. How would you like that? Who would like to see me in the chat? Who would like to see me train an AI agent like live? I think that would be so cool. Now I'm clearly we let's see here. Everybody put some fire emojis if you'd like to see that. Who would like to see me live train an AI agent? Let's see, what do you guys got in the track? Let's see. Daniel says fire emojis. Yeah, fire emojis. Tanu says, bruh, Zubin gang is already dead. Oh wow. Okay, I don't even know what that. But yeah, who of you guys would like to see me? Daniel's actually gonna help me with this. So we've got some I've got some training to do myself, but that's what I look to do, man. I kinda wanna have some fun with it. Now, of course, with these live guys, one thing I want to tell you as a content creator, when you're in the live space, Anything is liable to happen. You could have a mess up. Anything that you see that I do that's a quirk, it's me. I'm not AI, right? And we're sort of losing the personal touch with human to human connection. And so that's why I value guys even coming on today. I value the chat. Everybody's kind of everybody is sort of we're here and we're talking and we're communicating, and it's such a great space to be in, right? Because the space allows us to have a community. Now, I'm only coming up here as who I am, right? The things that I've learned, the places I've been, the thoughts that I share are specific to me and it's personal to me. And I have people out there that share the same values, they share the same commonality, and we often are able to branch out in our different ideas based off of that connection. So with that being said, like, this space, like, we have to continue to be connected. I mean, it's fine to use the technology. It's fine to use it's cool to use uh your AI, whatever open source model that you use. I'm actually looking at getting premium chat GPT. I keep saying that, but I'm like, the free model just gives me so much I need. I'm like, I don't, what is even the next level of that looks like? What does the next level of that look like? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure I'm ready, right? But what I'm saying on social media, it's all about connection. It's all about real. I see a lot of platforms today. For example, Instagram. Not that I don't like Instagram. Don't get me wrong, but I see to where people are so polished in how they represent themselves, how they kind of present themselves to their followers and to their subscribers. And I'm not necessarily going to try to be polished here, right? There are going to be lives where we may get into it in terms of like I said, with the training the AI model. And this AI model may not cooperate. We may have some issues. There may be some faulty coding that goes on, but just know that you're going to be a part of this every step of the way. You're going to be able to see when I succeed, when I fail. This is all me just bringing you into my world, and this is really the new formula for Anvil Music Media, is to really be connected to you guys. So let's see who is here. Daniel says, I'm a newbie at it myself, but a friend of mine got started with Hugging Face. I don't know, man. You would have to you would have to kind of like share with me what is Hugging Face. Yeah, that's interesting. Daniel says to download LLM Studio. So is that a language model studio? LLM Studio, Daniel says. Oh, why not? Let's see what it looks like on the chat. So LLM Studio is, I'm gonna change my scene here. If I got it. I think I got, yeah, there we go. Yeah. LLM Studio is right here. Okay. So it's a local AI on your computer. Run AI models like Globus, Quinn, Gemini, DeepSeek, and many more. All right, so Daniel, you'll have to tell me exactly. Oh, okay. So this is run local AI. Okay, cool. LM Studio. Got you. Yeah, I'm here. It says run local AI models for your Mac. So you got Mac developer. Nice. Oh, looks like they got careers here. We're hiring. That's cool. They got software generalists, C++ engineers. Daniel, do you know where this company is from? LM Studio? Because I know I've used Google has a great like virtual what do you call it, a virtual study guide. It's called Notebook LM, and I was wondering if this was the same, but I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Here's the model catalog here. Advanced reasoning model from ByteDance with flexible thinking budget. So yeah, Daniel, let me know in the chat what exactly is this the program that you use to sort of train your model? Uh, Daniel's giving me the hugging face models. Okay, okay, I'm here. Oh wow, so these are all different models. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool, man. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool, guys. See, we're here in the chat. I'm here in the chat. Awesome. It's the environment for your AI. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Cool, 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 cool. Awesome. Well, that's what we have. I mean, that's what we're working with. That's what we're looking at. It's sort of interesting to have and to see. And you guys, I forgot to set up the chat so that we could actually see everyone. We could actually see everyone. Hey, Saturdays is always a great time, like for me to come in. And so I'm excited. Welcome to the channel to all of you guys. I want to kind of reset the room. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. We're excited to learn, to grow, to show, to know. That's the whole name of the game. And welcoming you to this live cast. And we're here. It's amazing to me. Like I used to always grow up and watch, not just watch, but I used to listen to radio a lot. God, that seems like such a long time. Probably 30 plus years ago. 35 years ago, I listened to radio hosts, and then some channels on TV would have radio hosts to they would broadcast radio hosts on TV. And I had such a fascination with them being live. It's like, how do they do this? How do they sort of man the ship of being live on the radio, not on the internet? Because the internet's a whole nother thing, right? But it was always a fascination for me. So it's kind of weird for me now to be in the space of live. Like obviously we're in a virtual world. This is a virtual space. You know, we connect at different levels. You not only just have somebody who's talking to you, but you get the instant feedback of your members. You get the instant feedback of your subscribers. And so it's like a symbiotic relationship, right? You're not just in a lecture position. And I love that because that's literally how we grew up. 90% of us, right? They grew up. We always had a lecturer. We had somebody in front of us who was talking to us, lecturing us, giving us information, teaching us, and then we would go take a test. Well, that's not today. Today now we have this space online where we can have. I wrote an ebook on this, and it's like the two-way form of communication. Don't you know, guys? For most of our lives, or I say most of our lives, for a majority of this society, we would have lecture styles, and we would only have, like, if you have a teacher or professor, you have someone who's sitting in the front of the classroom, someone um, who is delivering a I don't know, maybe they're delivering a talk, not sure. And you don't really get to ask questions. You don't really get to interact. There's no interaction. This is one form. This is one way. It's called one-way communication, right? And in one-way communication, you're just listening. There's no feedback. There's no how are you doing. There's no instant of like, okay, is this person the worst communicator ever? You know what I'm saying? This is one-way communication. Not only do we have this in the classroom and maybe at lecture halls, but we also had this in the terms of newspapers and articles. You read a newspaper, or if you have an article online, you read a newspaper and have an article, and you wouldn't have the chance to really give feedback or give your opinion. And that's why today is so polarizing, right, with social media, because you can actually have you can instantly give your opinion. Everybody has opinions now, and so it's like a thing of like, that's why social media is so polarizing. But we really transitioned from that one-way communication to two-way communication, to where now you can instantly get feedback. Like right now, I'm I'm literally getting feedback as you guys are talking. Of course, the chat is a little quiet now, but maybe you guys are listening. All good. But people are able to sort of voice their opinions, and their some people have no filters. Some people are filtered. Some of us, we still decide to listen versus to give feedback. So that's the difference now. And I guess what I'm saying to that is, like, it's just amazing time to be able to come online and sort of talk and communicate And those of you who are like interested in social media, like I am fully invested in those who are trying to make themselves better in this space. So if you guys want to, if you want guys give me would like to, reach out to me. I'm going to provide you my email here in the chat, that if you have any questions, or if you like to get into the space, like, because this is, to me, this is an amazing space. I'm just one person out of all of the channels. So there are a ton of channels out there. And I've talked to some people, and they were talking about like how other channels are like, you're just sitting there looking at a person and they're not really doing anything. Maybe they're addressing the chat. Maybe they have a subject at hand. Of course, guys, we talked about the book, The Inevitable, today. And we're going to get into more. We're going to get into more subjects. I kind of wanted to kind of go back to uh, how we sort of started this, right? And even started this page and this live. But today was really just a slight overview, understanding the forces of technology. And the reason why I say that is so I really value to I really value information, and giving the right and correct information, so that people can determine, like, in their own lives, how they will show up in the world, in this place, in this space called social media. So that's ultimately what I like to give in terms of value. But it's been a great time. It's been a great space. It's been a great arena to sort of have. And like, I have my little tribe, right? It's not a lot of us, but it's growing. Guys, I would encourage you, as it's growing, please, please, subscribe to the channel, like this video. Please follow this channel as we talk more and more. We get into deeper and deeper depths of how technology is moving and growing and becoming. The word is becoming. I like that word. So to become means that you never quite get there. You're never quite at the space where you can say, okay, oh, we're all done, but we're always becoming. So to that, yeah, it has always been great to come to you and to talk to you. And we're gonna have many more lives. We're gonna have many more reactions, and that's what I was gonna say too. So make sure not only that you subscribe, but we have a membership. I just launched my membership. I encourage you guys to join the membership. That way you can get behind the scenes of what's going on this channel. I've got some things that I'm doing today. I probably will, as soon as I get off this video, I'm gonna record a video and for my members, that is, it's a sort of, would you believe this happened to me? So something that happened to me this week, and I wasn't surprised, but I was like, oh man, I really need to react to this, but I don't want to I don't want to put it in a space to where people think like I'm giving the negativity any sort of credit. But I also, like, I'm like, this is something that my members would definitely like to see, because um, we still live in a real place, in a real space, and people have thoughts and opinions, and I'm sort of cool with that. Like, I've gotten much better. I used to have a really I used to be really concerned about what people would say online, and it just now is just not really, because you don't. First of all, nobody knows me really up here. I've got a few people up here that know me, but um, you just get into the space and a place where it's like you're doing your content for you and for your followers. I mean, that's all that really matters, right? That's all that really matters. So I'm saying that all to say that it's been a great ride. It's been a great journey, and I want you guys to lock in. I want you guys to follow this channel. Not just follow me, but we have a few of the tribe, and I call them the tribe. These are the guys that I really kind of like sit in. I'm able to have meetings with. We just had a meeting this week. That meeting is actually online for members only, so you can kind of see the behind the scenes of what Anvil is doing. So, and Daniel says, right, he's right. Anybody can find a space on YouTube, right? There's a space for you. Now, a lot of these spaces are saturated, but you got to make sure that, if you're looking to be a content creator, you got to find a niche, but you got to make sure that it is not just a niche, but it comes from your perspective and comes from you. Like you have to have your own spin, your own take. And to that, which I'm learning, right? I'm learning how to find my voice and find my voice in this space. It's not an easy thing. So hope that you guys can hear me loud and clear. I've like I said, guys, I've transitioned from my phone to OBS software, which is thank you, Daniel, for that. And he's kind of been helpful with me on the transition. Yeah, and shout out to Daniel for his help on that. So you guys get to see a little bit into what I've got going on. You guys get to see, and if you get a chance, like I said, like I always say, I would like for you to watch a video on my channel. If you are able to check out any video, I have over 640 videos on this channel today. One of the things that I sort of regret is, and I'm not going back of what I'm doing, but I sort of regret really kind of tying in who I am to my brand. This is Anvil Music and Media, but it's really mine, right? It's really who I am. It's really Brett, right? And that's my name, Brett. But you know, I think we've really gotten momentum in this space. So I'm not going to make any subtle changes, right? I guess I'll say that I won't make too big of changes. But as always, I really appreciate you guys' support. Really appreciate you guys really locking in with me and following the channel. Even those who are new to the space, those who are new to this, it's a great time to be in this space. If you guys get a chance to get into this space, I would highly recommend that you do. So we appreciate all of you guys. Saturday is always a great time. I love Saturday. I love Saturdays. I love coming on Saturdays. Like probably my favorite day. Just mainly because people are like off. People have time. People are free. I was looking for one of my buddies in the chat. I didn't see him. Hey Daniel, I didn't. Did you see William up here? I don't think William was up here. Daniel, he actually sent me an email wanting permission to download the video that we did this week. But Daniel, hopefully you got that video. Yeah, Will didn't make it. Yeah, but I did see him this morning. He downloaded the video, so I saw that. And we may be doing some things on Discord. Daniel got us set up on Discord, so maybe stay tuned for that. I'm still learning Discord, so Discord is a popular platform for us to sort of get together in video and chat and all of that. So, but it's good to see even the interactions here, and I'm just grateful and excited to have everyone here. So it's a great time, a great place, a great space. Anybody else have any comments, any things that you want to talk about? Daniel, I hope you're good, man. I hope you're you and Mrs. Space Nut and the kids and the dogs and the cats and everybody. I don't know if you have animals at your house, but I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are doing good. I didn't get a chance to say that last time. We kind of just got into it. And you guys don't know, like we're making something really nice. I'm really working hard towards, and I'm being very what's the word? I want to make sure that it's right when it comes out. So Daniel is helping with a lot of the behind the scenes things. So I would encourage you guys to really, if you get a chance, man, sign up for the membership. Sign up for the membership. I think it's like $2.99 for a basic membership, $2.99 a month. Very, very not much money to really kind of get into what we're doing behind the scenes. So, and like I said, that video, I'm gonna go all in on this video that I'm gonna record, and you'll get to see it if you are a part of the Anvil group, the Anvil Music and Media membership. So it's always great to have that space, and we're gonna be talking about more of this. There are not a lot of books that I recommend, and I have a lot of books here, guys. I got a lot of books that are over here in my in my studio that I have not picked up. I have not read. Some books are cool, but this book just had so much information, so much knowledge. It talked about AI even in this book, and this book is probably 10 years old, right? 10 years old. Um, and but you cannot deny the information that is here. Even in terms of like AI and how AI is going to become pretty much a part, not a part of our world, but it will be the world that we live in. It will be the space. We didn't even get into scheduling and how, your scheduling is going to become AI centered. You're not even going to have to schedule your day. AI is already going to know what your schedule it is. It's already going to have everything. It's almost like waking out of bed and a robot like physically having everything. It's knowing it knows your steps, right? It knows your movements, knows your heartbeat, your heart rate, everything about who you are as a human. And not only does it know it, it sort of caters to, you know, the temperature of the room, the how plush the carpet is. This is all going to be AI sort of maintained and generated. So we got to understand that that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see what's going to come of this space. So I'm excited. I'm like the scheduling, right? You get up to start your day. Your schedules are already going to be made. You'll already have like spots where you need to go. We're not going to have to drive basically anymore. We're not going to need to drive. We're going to have basically AI is just going to take over. So Sir Jacob is in the chat. What's up, Sir Jacob? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh, thanks, Sir Jacob. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Appreciate your support. It's always appreciated. Yeah, yeah. We're locked in, man. Are we locked in on Discord? I don't know. I'm gonna go and look up Discord. Are we on Discord together? Did you follow me up there? I feel like I had you up there. But guys, if you get a chance, like you can go follow me on Discord. Uh I have a new profile. Oh, you're not? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I've seen you. But it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for joining today. Hope things are good with your end. I forgot where did you say you were from? Did you ever tell me where you were from? I do not remember. Anvil Discord. Yep. Yeah, we're up on Discord. Thanks, Daniel. Daniel's got me locked up. I'm pulling it up, but I haven't really done. I haven't updated like I need to. But yeah, yeah. This is another space. This is another space where we can chat and where we can really have the conversation. So Kentucky, that's right, Kentucky. I remember, man. Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah, Sir Jacob, man, if you'd like, I'd love to have you a part of the team. Like we're just getting started. We had like our first meeting. I had a meeting with Daniel a couple times before, but we've had our first meeting of about how we're gonna like really push home the space, push this thing forward. I'm not sure what it's gonna be called, what it's gonna be, but if you're interested, man, just please reach out. Um, reach out to my email because I love the energy, I love the support. um Hope things are good with you. And I know we've been locked in, man, for the past few weeks. So as we go forward, we'll have topics, we'll have things to share. Will Daniel remembers this. Will was talking about in our meeting. He was talking about he had there was an article or a video that showed two phones together. There were two phones, right? And they put these phones together, and there were two AI agents that were talking to each other, phone to phone. I'll pretend this is a phone, right? And they were talking literally to each other, phone to phone, and they were having a conversation. And you can look this up. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just say two phones talking, two phones of AI phones talking to each other, right? And both the agents were talking to each other, and then they switched to code. Like they switched totally to code, and people couldn't understand anymore. It went from like English or whatever the language was, the common language was, to code, and it was just really cool to see the interaction. And it's kind of scary, right? Like how do you go? You have two different AI models that are talking to each other, and then I guess they at some point in time they recognized that they were both AI people, so they like literally switched their language to computer talk, which is crazy. It's kind of interesting to that. So all of these things we're gonna really dive into. So, and I encourage you guys to join the membership. I have ebooks that are available. If you have any questions on Apple products, I really haven't talked much about Apple because it doesn't really give me, I don't know, it doesn't really give me the energy that I feel like. I mean, Apple's cool. Like we can kind of sort of talk about what has come out new, and that's the thing. We've got to get out of this hardware mentality of the hardware space. We got a lot of companies, a lot of corporations that are still trying to build hardware, which is cool, but hardware is it's not where we're headed, right? We're headed towards more access. So if you have a phone, if you have a wearable device, that's going to be the thing that's really going to really propel us forward and help us um, to know where we're going to be in the next 20 to 30 years. And guys, with AI, artificial intelligence, we're literally in the first stages of this, and so much has happened, and we're exponentially growing as a community. The AI community is exponentially, like, it's far passing even what the government can handle. I've talked about government regulations and the government being able to put guardrails, which they can't really do, and they can't put guardrails on the technology. But they're trying to get ahead. They're trying to really what they're trying to do is they're really trying to make sure that this technology doesn't get too big. I mean, and I've talked about it, and it's been other articles about the chips coming from different countries to the U.S. specifically, because I'm in the U.S., but the regulation of that, because there's so many chips that are being made and being processed, because these AI models need the chips. They need the chips to be able to hold the data. The chip is literally the brain of the AI model. Like it cannot function without chips. So all of these chips are happening. So you can imagine just thousands upon millions of computer chips that are being exported and imported. You can go research it, and it's a thing not just with the research of it, but like there's literally governmental policies. I know here in the U.S. the governmental policy is the thing is tariffs now, right? Trying to use these tariffs to be able to control how we what we can purchase, and it's really just a thing to sort of keep the rich richer and the wealthy wealthier, to keep them at a status, and to sort of keep the rest of us out of the way. But yeah, we're gonna fight that at all costs, right? I mean, I'm not rich or wealthy, right? But I like to say that I'm rich in knowledge and rich in wisdom as I sort of like grow and get older and older in this space. But so anyhow, man, this has been great. This has been a great time. I really thank you guys for like joining today. It's been a great space, and we're sort of excited about what we're gonna be. We're gonna be back next week. I was here Monday, man. Monday, I was like up at like 3 a.m. I don't know why. Don't even ask me why. But Jacob says I'm rich in spirit. Thanks, man. Thanks. The name of the game is communicating, and I had somebody yesterday say, oh, you're a good communicator, and I was like, it kind of took me aback, because I don't know. I'm always trying to perfect, not perfect, but just get better at the art of communication, because it's the highest form of human interaction. I'm not just verbal communication, but non-verbal communication. How we express ourselves. Maybe me learning or being better at communication is just me learning myself or being better at who I am. So thanks for that. Yes, Daniel says thanks for joining, everyone. So Jacob, feel free to reach out to me, man. I'd love to talk to you offline. Um, Feel free to reach out to me in the chat, man. I left my email up here. I'm gonna be up here just a few moments so you can gather that. The email is here. I can probably pin it to the chat. How about that? See, we gotta learn this thing. This is called. This is the new wave. This is what we do. I'm on OBS software. Daniel, you should be proud of me. Daniel, I'm on OBS, man. I've used it for the second straight day. It was funny because Thursday night I was so busy Thursday. I got back home Thursday night and I was like, I'm not gonna mess with this thing until until I get up and before the live. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Well, it worked, man. I got up and started the live. Yesterday was my first time. Well, no, this is the third time. So yesterday was the second time. So Jacob says you're good at being nice, not snappy. No, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect stringing sentences together either. Most people probably relate to that, including me sometimes. Yeah, I'm horrible at stringing sentences together. Like, I don't even, do I even use string? I probably use spaghetti. But, yeah, Daniel's proud of me. Thanks, Daniel. It's my big bro. Daniel is no filter when it comes to like telling me what I really need. And then you got to understand, guys, you don't know who's in the chat with you. Like these people, I've got some people who are doing major things in the technology space in this arena. They're like major hitters in terms of like influencers and the companies that they work with. Like you'd be surprised. So I'm honored. I'm sort of happy to know, and Daniel has a wealth of knowledge. Not to brag on him too much, but he's been there for me in so many sense of the word. So to that I say I appreciate you guys again for joining. I appreciate everyone who has been here, and guys, we don't have anything else, man. That's pretty much it. We are done. Let's see. Who else do I have in the chat? Daniel, did I address everyone? I probably didn't address everyone, but I tried to get most people. Sir Jacob says sorry for making it late today. No, you're good. You're good. I was actually looking for Nabbit World, but he didn't. He was like, man, I missed the chat yesterday. Oh, you have a great weekend too, man. Enjoy Kentucky. I'm sure the weather is probably similar to Virginia, where I am. We're next door neighbors, literally, because globally, we have so many different people from different parts of the world. Kentucky and Virginia are right next to each other. It's probably, what do you guys probably got like what 60, 70 degrees now. Turning on the post notifications. Okay, cool. Thanks so much. And I would advise you guys, if you guys get a chance, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and you can turn on the notifications so you can be made aware, or you can be notified as to when I'm on live. And so that's where we are in this space, in this place. Ghost of Yachty just dropped some playing. Okay. Oh, it's rainy. Is it gonna rain today in Virginia? I'm looking at my phone. So I never can get to look at my phone on live. This is crazy. No, it's not raining here in Virginia. So, we're separated by mountains, man. So you guys are probably getting the rain from the mountains. It's just sunny here. So you guys have a great weekend, man. Enjoy your time. We'll be back next week if you guys get a chance. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. And you guys have a wonderful day. And we'll see you soon. Saying my last piece. Oh, let's see. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you guys soon.